こんにちは、ハリケーンフットボールです。今回の教材は、このチャンネルで扱うのは初めてかもしれませんが、LA ギャラクシーの吉田麻也に関する動画です。LA ギャラクシーはメジャーリーグサッカーの西地区で、LAFC と勝ち点で並び、得失点差で2位となったものの、プレーオフを勝ち進み、東地区を勝ち上がったニューヨークレッドブルズと戦ったプレーオフ決勝を2対1で勝利し、MLS カップを勝ち取りました。今回の動画は決勝戦後の記者会見にてゴールキーパーのジョン・マッカーシーと完全英語でインタビューを受けているものです。元日本代表キャプテンは LA ギャラクシーでもキャプテンとしてリーグを制した上に、英語のインタビューでもキャプテンシーを見せつけました。少し興奮して何を言っているか分かりにくいところもありますが、実際にどのように話しているのかチェックしてみましょ
う。Yeah, I mean, losing a guy like Ricky after the performance he put in against Seattle and all season long, he's a special player. He's one of the best, if not one of the best, on our team. It was devastating for the group to know that. He's a difference maker. We wouldn't be in the situation without him. And as a group, he deserved it just as much as we did. And all season long, like I've been saying, as a group, one person isn't going to win it for us, and one person isn't going to lose it for us. It was a total group effort. And today it showed that even though he wasn't on the field, we did it for him just like we did it for the group. Because we deserve it. It's been a grind all season long. Highs, lows. And we found a way to win it.
Same.
Makes the coaching easy. We're going to come down here in front with Joe Reedy from the Associated Press.
John, third straight year you've been in an MLS Cup final. How much did the experience of the past two help you in this one? And then just the last 15 minutes, it was a roller coaster there. Even when you thought everybody thought the game was over, it's like, no, you got another minute or two. Just what was the ending like?
I can't believe the ref didn't just allow it to be finished at that point. Just talked about it out there. It's crazy. But yeah, grateful for the opportunity to be in three. 2 out of 3 is amazing. Just winning one in itself is absolutely phenomenal. Winning today means everything for myself, for the group, my family, people that support me back home. The mentality going into it is it's truly one game at a time. You never know when you're going to be in a final. You can't look too far ahead. You can't look too far back. And being in a final is an absolute dream every time you're in it. Try to enjoy the moment. Remember what got you here. And at the end of the day, try to figure out how to win it.
Our next 2 questions will go to Joseph DiPolito and then down here in front with Damon Calhoun.
Thank you. Joseph DiPolito, The Guardian. This is for both of you. Given that Morgan and Van Zyl had no role in the game and Forsberg was limited, what most impressed you about your team's defensive performance, and what was the basics of the game plan against those 3?
We knew that they come to make high press and put the long balls behind. It's very simple. It's nothing special, but this is how they are every time, everywhere in Germany and Austria, same. So we are quite creative. That's how we play, and we are also very clear to put the ball behind, especially beginning of the half, beginning of the game. Fortunately, we got two goals very suddenly. Then after that, we are much more confident, but somehow again we conceded from the set pieces. Then a little bit shaky, first half. But after that, second half we controlled very well, and the game become much more open after. So if it's open, we are really good in the possession. So I was really confident second half, and again they make it simple, put ball behind still, and last minutes they put the long balls, but this is my favorite, so nothing special.
Yeah, Red Bulls is high press, a very direct team. It's their system through and through. I'm a fan of the system. I think it's very efficient. Obviously they're in the final for a reason. It's worked for them for a very long time. And Lewis Morgan's a great player, great friend of mine. I've known him for a few years. I've even had him over for Thanksgiving a couple years ago, so I had nothing but love for that guy. Genuinely, he's a great person. He's a special player too. And Forsberg, we knew going into it, he's a guy that is the engine, the difference in their team. Him on the ball can make a huge impact. If we were able to keep him in front of us, like Maya said, when they had a few chances in behind us, crosses, set pieces. And then today we knew that wasn't going to be one of those pretty games playing out of the back because they're living for one of those mistakes to play that first through ball through. So I didn't care if the guys were yelling at me to connect passes or something like that. It was just find a way to get through it, and we did.
We're going to come right
Why are you
down.
wearing gloves?
That's good. Set GK gloves, great gloves.
Down in front here with David
Question for
Calhoun.
both you guys. In the Colorado series and the Minnesota series, you guys were winning 4-1, 5-1, 6-2, whatever. But the last 2 weeks to grind out 1-goal wins, what does that say about this group? Maybe that's something you guys might have struggled with. Well, especially last season, you guys struggled with that. But maybe early in the season, you guys sort of had to struggle on doing that early in the season.
Yeah, I think we both know. I'll go first, and you can tag along maybe once in a while. We both know, being part of the back line and the defensive group, there's a lot of work that goes into it, but our front four is special. They dominated a lot of teams all season long. They're very quick, dynamic, fast, and I think people started saying the killer P's, and Decky, obviously. They've been phenomenal all season long, and we knew in the later part of the season that it had to be a group defensive effort. It wasn't just going to be Maya, it wasn't just going to be me, it wasn't going to be Emmy or Nelly or Mickey, anyone across the back line or any of the midfielders. It's truly going to be 11 guys have to be fully invested for 90 minutes on both sides of the ball, attacking, defending, because one play can make a huge difference. And I think there was a lot of big plays defensively and offensively from a lot of guys today, including Maya. He was an absolute monster late in the game. Winning headers, clearing balls. He's done it all season long. He deserves everything from winning, and I'm happy to have him part of the squad as well.
Say something.
Yes, but through the playoffs we are very solid and concentrated because we knew that the small detail make huge difference in the playoff game. Even doesn't matter how we finish in the regular season, and they have nearly 20 point difference from us, but they came to final, and so since last season we got to J-Mark and Mickey as well, so we put more experience in behind. That helps me especially a lot, and of course Jalen Emilio is still young but very energetic and athletic too, so we had a good solidarity in the behind. And then, as he said, we have it's a special things in front, so every time we defend well, then we can attack much well, so the balance was just fit, I feel.
Our next three will be Chandrima, followed by Sophie, and Scott French. Those will be our last three for our players before we bring in our MVP.
This question is for both of you. John, you have a special perspective on this, coming from LAFC first, and winning championships with both of them. What was it like for both of you to join a team with so much legacy, so much legend, and be kind of having to come from the bottom all the way to the top? What was that journey like? And can you share a little bit about the LAFC rivalry there?
Yeah, I wasn't here last year, obviously. Maya he was part of that group, so I'm not going to say much on that. But being from LAFC, I enjoyed my time with them. I gave everything to them. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to lift the trophy with them as well. But when the call came knocking at Galaxy, it's not like I'm sitting there with 20 different teams to pick and choose. I had one other option. And they didn't want me at the end of the day, so it is what it is. And I'm grateful for Will to giving me the opportunity in our relationship at LAFC, to giving me the opportunity to come in and compete. And that's all I asked for, was just give me some belief going into the season. And at the end of the day, all I care about is winning. So he gave me belief, and he said, you have an opportunity to compete. There's no guarantees here. I made the most of my opportunity. I give everything I have every single day on the field for the Galaxy organization this whole entire season. Training, everything. Guys aren't the biggest fan at some points when I yell and scream, but when I do, I want to have some purpose to it, because I care about the group, and at the end of the day, I care about lifting trophies and winning. So to do it for one of the most historic clubs in the Galaxy, if not the most historic club in MLS, it's dreams. I remember watching guys playing for this team From Robbie Keane and Donovan, seeing them on the field doing great things. It's awesome to follow in their footsteps and lift the trophy for the Galaxy. It's a blessing.
What was the question? Sorry. He talked too much, you know?
It was two parts. That's why it took a while.
Okay. What was the question?
No more. No, don't answer. Don't say
Sorry.
anything. Shut up.
Coming all the way from the bottom to all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that journey and what it means to you personally to do this for such a storied club?
Yeah, I came here last summer, the year before, and they are expecting me to bring some experience, some spirits as well, and huge disappointment last season. Then we have done very good recruitment, plus good identity, mentality, and personality too. So we came back really, really good, and I'm very proud of to be part of this group, and thanks to the fans who has waiting for a long, long time, and the staff who will contribute every single day for us in the backyard. So I think we all deserve it, and let's celebrate together.
You talk too much.
Celebrate. Okay, we drink together. We drink.
Over here, Maya, and then I have one for both of you, Maya. After the Houston game in the press conference, you said to all of us media, that will never, ever happen again, and I will never allow that to happen again, and you didn't. You've almost been perfect since that match. What can you tell us about reflecting on that? And then to both of you, no more training, no diet. What's the first thing you're going to do after all these celebrations to enjoy and treat yourselves?
That defeat just gave me the extra energy, Guthrie, to move on for the playoffs. And I was really, really disappointed. But after that, Greg or Gaston also talked to me. Probably it's better for us, the better sport and a better situation. So, but it's all about us to make changes the future. So I wanted to contribute to the squad as much as I can. Probably wasn't best game today for me individually, but it doesn't matter because winner is a winner. So no one remember how we play, but everybody remember who won. So I'm very happy to promise my word and say my word and come back with a good mentality. Thank you.
We have waiting outside Gaston and Dayan. We're going to take one more question from Scott French,
Let
then
them
we're going
wait.
to do a quick switch over.
Hey guys, congratulations. And can you talk a little bit, just your thoughts on Gaston being asked to step in today and the way that he stepped up, what you saw from him?
Yeah, I'll go first. I grabbed him. He was one of the first guys I saw after the celebration, or before the celebration, when the final whistle blew. I think we all saw it in him when he came off the field. He was absolutely toasted. He put an absolute performance in today. It hurt at points and times this year when he was injured, because when he's on the field, he's a great player, and he's been great for our team when he's been on the field. His performance showed that he's a good pro. He shows up when we need him. And if he wasn't on the field today, I don't think it would have happened the same way, because he won balls in huge areas. He was able to connect passes. He did everything. It was one of those games where it was almost a perfect game from a midfielder. And he had some awesome moments, being able to get out of sticky situations. Without him, he deserves that MVP. There was no question. Nobody else should have got it. He was the engine of our team today. I'm grateful to have him.
Yeah. He had a struggle through the season, probably. Edwin played really good, and he played like every 10 minutes every game. It's not easy to adjust or keep the fitness as well, and mentally really, really difficult situation. But he has experience, and he was waiting for the opportunity, that kind of opportunity that he showed his quality. So very happy for him. And also, we have like 25, 26. How many squad? A lot.
Yeah, about 26 guys.
26. It's not everybody is happy, because this is how it is in the soccer. I had the same situation, like we didn't play a long time and struggle, but this is our career, our life, and but it's a difficult situation. How he react, how I behave is really, really important to get the respect. And I respect him as he said, is really be professional and supporting the teammates as well. So I think he deserves it.
次は解説です。少し話が論理的でなかったり、カジュアルな会話っぽくなっているところがあったり、抽象的な表現を理由に背景や状況を推測する必要がある場面もありましたので、そのあたりの難しさもあったでしょう。そもそもジョンの話すスピードも速いため、リスニングは難しく感じるものだと思いますが、解説が必要なボキャブラリーも多くなく、比較的簡単な単語と表現が使われていると思います。少し少なめですが、本日の解説をチェックしてみましょう。グラインドという言葉は骨の折れる努力や繰り返しの作業を意味し、仕事やスポーツで目標を達成するために地道に努力する過程を指す際に使われます。ゲームの世界では、キャラクターを強化するために反復的なプレーを行う行為としても使われ、物理的には、引く、すりつぶす、という意味も持ち、コーヒー豆を引く際などにも使われます。スルー&スルーは物事を徹底的に、完全に、隅々まで体現していることを表現するイディオムで、人や物事の本質や特徴が一貫していることを強調する際にその人の忠誠心が全く揺るぎないことを意味します。また、対象の内面だけでなく、行動や外見など全体的な側面を含む場合にも用いられます。人や物に対する強い確信や称賛を伝えるニュアンスを持ち、日常会話からフォーマルな場面まで幅広く使われます。リブフォーは、誰かが特定の目標や活動、感情を人生の中心として生きていることを表現するフレーズで、趣味や情熱、または大切な存在が生きる目的や喜びになっている時によく使われます。その人の人生において、特に重要なものを強調したり、人生における刺激や目標を語る場面にも適しており、個人の価値観や情熱を印象的に伝える表現として、日常会話でよく使われます。
Because they're living for one of those mistakes
But the last 2 weeks to grind out 1-goal wins.
グラインドアウトは困難な状況や苦しい戦いの中でも粘り強く努力して目標を達成することを意味し、スポーツやビジネス、個人的な挑戦など簡単には成功が得られない場面でよく使われます。苦労の末に得た成果を強調するのに適しており、忍耐力や努力を称賛したい時に使える力強い表現です。
But the last 2 weeks to grind out 1-goal wins.
John, you have a special perspective on this.
パースペクティブとは物事を見る視点や観点を指す言葉です。具体的には視覚的な遠近感や奥行きといった意味もありますが、多くの場合は抽象的に物事をどのように捉えるかという考え方を表し、その人特有の見方や価値観を強調しています。多様なパースペクティブを理解することは、他者の考えや状況をより深く知るために重要で、ビジネスや教育、芸術など様々な分野で頻繁に使われます。
John, you have a special perspective on this. John, you have a special perspective on this.
When the call came knocking, Galaxy, it's not.
コールカムノッキングは重要な機会やチャンスが訪れることを意味する比喩的な表現で、ここでのコールは具体的な電話や誘い、機会そのものを象徴し、ノッキングはそれが目の前にやってくる様子を表現しています。このフレーズは仕事や人生の転機、あるいは突然のチャンスを語る場面でよく使われます。
When the call came knocking, Galaxy, it's not. When the call came knocking, Galaxy, it's not. At the end of the day, all I care about is winning. So.
All I care about は私にとって最も重要なこと。私が関心を持っている唯一のことを表現する際に頻繁に使われるフレーズです。強調表現として他のことはどうでもいいというニュアンスを含むこともあります。話し手の目標や価値観を明確に示す場合や、スポーツ、仕事、個人的な願望など特定の優先事項を強調する際によく用いられます。単純でありながら情熱や本音を伝える力強い表現です。
At the end of the day, all I care about is winning. So, at the end of the day, all I care about is winning. So, it's awesome to follow in their footsteps and.
フットステップ は主に足音や足跡を意味する言葉ですが、比喩的に人が歩んだ道や人生の軌跡を表すこともあります。物理的な足音から尊敬する人の生き方や行動までを指し、実際の動きと象徴的な意味の両方を持つため、物語や人生の話に深みを加える表現として便利で。
It's awesome to follow in their footsteps, and it's awesome to follow in their footsteps.
For such a story club.
ストーリードという言葉は、長い歴史や豊かなエピソードを持つ人物や組織、場所を表現する際に使われ、過去の成功や偉業、重要な出来事が数多く語られてきたことを意味します。歴史や物語性が深い対象に敬意を込めて使用され、スポーツ、文化、建築、歴史など幅広い分野で用いられ、感動や称賛を強調したい場面で適しています。
For such a story club. For such a story club.
He's absolutely toasted.
トースティッドは物理的なトーストされたという意味だけでなく、比喩的に疲れ果てたや酔っ払ったを意味するスラングとしてもよく使われます。試合での過酷な運動や努力を表したり、完全にダメになったや故障したというニュアンスで使われることもあります。この表現はカジュアルな場面で感情や状態を強調する際に便利です。
He's absolutely toasted. He's absolutely toasted.
いかがでしたか？ MLS は日本ではまだニュースになることもとても少なく、吉田麻也が LA ギャラクシーのキャプテンをしていることや、山根美希やマルコ・ロイスが加入していることもあまり知られていないかもしれません。LA ギャラクシーはリーグを制したものの、クラブワールドカップに出場するのはメッシ擁するインテルマイアミだという皮肉は、クラブワールドカップがメッシを出したいだけだと揶揄され、吉田麻也も苦言していたのは最近でも少しニュースになっておりましたが、吉田麻也が流暢な英語で、アメリカのチームでもキャプテンを堂々と務めていることを見るのは感慨深いですね。契約は今シーズンまでだったようですが、この結果からも契約延長すべきだと言われているようですし、もう少し吉田麻也が先頭で頑張っていてほしいと思います。普段は MLS の試合は全く見ませんが、引き続き遠くから応援しております。本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またすぐにお会いしましょう。